Gungnir is basically the John Wick of his universe, still standing tall as the deadliest assassin ever known, feared by all who hear his name. But plot twist, this lethal badass is now just your average high school kid. Don't get it twisted though. He's still packing the same insane skills and absolutely casually wrecks a bunch of goons like it's just another boring Tuesday afternoon. After wiping out his targets quietly in the background, he settles into the chill life of a normal high schooler. But before that, let's rewind and check out how he got here. This dude was the strongest assassin alive, on his last mission before calling it quits forever. His target, Chairman Akagi, he moves with freakish speed, dodging bullets like a damn bullet time pro, taking out anyone foolish enough to stand in his way. Akagi knew he was toast and begged for mercy, classic. But then Hayate, an assassin and Tuji's best buddy, finishes the job for him. Their crew's mission was to off Akagi, so naturally they blew him away and called it done. Soon after, Tuji caught a glimpse of Akagi's phone screen. There was a picture of the chairman with his daughter. That moment hit hard. Tuji decided he was done killing and officially retired. Heading home, he returns to his girl Murai, who's ready with a homemade meal waiting for him. Meanwhile, Hayate can't stop hyping Tuji up, praising his skills like the #1 assassin. Everyone's scared shitless of Tuji's reputation, but Hayate thinks that fear is useful for their grim line of work. He's already bummed his best friend is quitting for good. But this guy's done with the grind, he's ready for some normalcy. All of it started changing ever since he met Mariah, his girlfriend. He wants to live a peaceful life with her and their dog John, something warm and real he never got before. Hayate figures it's gonna be a tough adjustment, considering the dude only knows how to kill. Yet shocker, the cold-blooded assassin is also a hopeless romantic planning to pop the question soon. On his way back home, Tuji looks sharp as hell and embraces his new normal life. Nervous as hell like a dweeb preparing to meet his girl. But then the scent of blood hits him like a freight train, sending chills down his spine. He wants to start fresh with Mariah, but the second he runs inside, all his hopes get crushed into dust. There's Murai lying in a pool of blood, dead next to their dog. Broken, he kneels beside her, wondering what the hell happened. Feeling Hayate's presence behind him, he calls out to his best friend. Hayate praises Tuji for always sensing when he's being followed, nice ego boost, but then drops a bomb. The organization isn't keen on letting him enjoy retirement, especially since Tuji refuses to play ball with their agenda. Hayate claims Murai was the problem, so he offed her to free Tuji. What a cold-ass move. By the will of Odin or whatever, Hayate kills Tuji right when he's down for the count. Everyone regrets losing the greatest assassin they ever had. In his last moments, Tuji realizes that a guy like him was never meant to have a happy ending or any kind of peaceful life. And because of his dumbass dream for peace, his girl paid the ultimate price. Then out of nowhere, strange voices whisper to him while he's out cold trying to help. They sound totally unfamiliar. Until finally, he opens his eyes again. But this time, he's not Tuji the assassin anymore. And he's definitely not dying next to the people he loves. Panicked, the boy flails trying to get out of bed. His vision's all blurry until he catches his reflection in a mirror. Realizing he's someone else entirely, the once feared top assassin is now just a young kid. Kaido Tujiwara is told he passed all his tests, and his rehab went well over the last month. The doc cheerfully says Kaido's memory will come back once he returns to normal life, hinting he's got some amnesia, though that's only part of the story. Because for our Korean John Wick here, the last thing he remembers is seeing his girl cold and lifeless in a pool of blood, right next to their precious dog. Tuji, the deadliest assassin trying to quit the dark life, got straight up betrayed by his best bro Hayate. Next thing he knows, he's stuck inside some random kid's body, whose identity couldn't be more different from the cold-blooded killer he was. Good luck untangling that mess. For now, the dude's figured out a few things during his hospital stay. Turns out Kaido Tujiwara, the original owner of the body, got tragically crushed by a truck while heading to school. The kid suffered a brain injury so bad he needed emergency surgery, then slipped into a coma for a month before finally waking up. Except now it's not Kaido inside there, it's Tuji curious as hell about how the surgery went down. Sadly, he's clueless about what happened right after he got killed. The last thing he heard was someone saying Tuji's brain was perfectly fine. Putting two and two together, our guy realizes he basically got lobotomized Kenjaku style. Sick moves, assholes. He's confused as hell about what went down after his death, but emotions hit like a freight train. The ruthless assassin sheds tear after damn tear, mourning his lost girl and shattered future. Next scene, Kaido's discharged and heads home. His mom Kyoko melts down into tears, any real mom would after seeing her kids safe again. His dad Taro Tujiwara, a manga artist, happily celebrates the quick recovery too. Mom's worried about his memory loss while Dad tries to calm her down, promising things will get better. They turn to their son, expecting happy vibes. But unlike them, Tuji is drowning in dread. He knows his new life is tied to Kaido's identity now. And if anyone's linked to his old life's mess, trouble's just around the corner. Still, he flashes a fake-ass smile, telling his folks he'll be fine for now at least. The deadliest assassin knows blending in is the only way forward. Cut to them arriving home, Kaido's in full shock mode. Realizes this kid's basically a trust fund baby because their house looks like a goddamn mansion. Surprise, Dad's not just some random manga guy, he's killing it professionally, probably wrote something big like Solo Leveling. And yes, before you flood the comment section, I know that's a manhwa, chill. Meanwhile, Mom's background, top tier Dr. Fam, so yeah, rich as hell. Kyoko shows him to his room. Kaido steps inside, taking it all in. The assassin notices the room's crazy tidy. Honestly, it looks just like any other high schooler's space. Remembering how his parents worried sick and regularly checked on him in the hospital. It's clear Kaido's loved to bits. Which reminds Tuji of his old girl's one wish, for him to find happiness. That kind of peace was never an option for the assassin's old life. Tuji's new mission, don't screw over Kaido's parents by ruining this shot at a decent life. Then something catches his eye, a mysterious photo. This one's not just the parents but another family of 3. The assassin figures he better learn everything about this kid's backstory ASAP. Next morning, a visitor shows up. This girl rolls up in a massive limo like she owns the place, despite Kaido only just getting discharged. Looks like she's stubborn as hell because they go way back. Dad answers the door. It's Yuzua glowing and smiling, checking in on her friend. She wants to know how he's doing. Just as Dad starts chatting, Kaido peeks out and realizes Yuzua is the same girl from the photo. Without wasting a second, the girl wraps him up in a chokehold hug, acting all concerned about his well-being. Kyoko's grinning, loving how tight these two's bond still is. Meanwhile, our guy's sharp eyes catch every reaction and quickly figures out Yuzua's gotta be his childhood buddy. She's hyped, trying to drag him on a ride to school, but Kaido's got none of it. Realizes this chick's family is way richer than his own. Taro tries to jump in, but Yuzua just shoves him straight into the car, promising to handle his sorry ass. Then she drops the bomb, a big-ass party celebrating Kaido's recovery. Both parents are shocked speechless, quickly back to their stuff while the dynamic duo jets off to school. At school, some street rat thugs are cooking up some nasty plans. Their leader Tetsu's got his sights set on messing with Yuzua, even though his crew's scared shitless of screwing with the daughter of Steve Jobs. Tetsu glares harder and barks at them for acting like scared little bitches for no damn reason. He's convinced they're already in too deep, having skimmed cash from a very dangerous guy, so this job's a done deal, no way out. That's the garbage type of scum they're dealing with. While they're plotting their next shitty move, Yuzua's luxury bodyguard rolls up. Except everyone's shocked to see a random dude hanging around her. The goons explain he's just a regular normie, her childhood friend who got into a nasty accident recently. Hearing this, Tetsu gets all curious and sneaks up with a creepy grin. Later, Yuzua and Kaido split to go to their classes. The assassin takes a beat to size her up, thinks she's a genuinely nice friend, kinda like the big sister he never had. Stepping into his new classroom, Kaido tastes a bit of that normal life he's never even dreamed of. Totally clueless, he asks where his seat is and some classmate beams at him. But that smile crashes hard when they spot Tetsu looming behind. The bulky jerk wastes zero time bullying the guy. He coldly declares there's no room for Kaido in this class, and he's coming with them. Before long, the group hauls him outside, while poor clueless Kaido wonders if he even has a desk at this dump. Thinking back on the way those punks laughed, Kaido senses they're playing him for a fool. Especially now that the assholes have him in their sights. Angry as hell, Kaido demands to know where the hell his seat is, while Tetsu and crew just laugh like idiots. Walking up, the delinquent throws a twisted offer. If Kaido kneels and begs, they might only give him some light punches. Apparently this guy's pissed because Yuzua into Kaido, not Mr. Showerless Blonde here. Tetsu even threatens to kill both of them if Kaido ever so much as breathes near her. Like, dude, you're basically threatening John Wick incarnate, freaking idiot. Kaido takes a beat, getting the picture. These punks are definitely his enemies now. He's not sad for himself though, he's bummed for the poor bastards about to get served. The assassin wasn't planning on hurting anyone while stuck in this kid's body. He wanted a clean slate. He calmly warns Tetsu, retract your shit and maybe they can end this without a fight. Of course that pisses off Blondie hardcore, raging like he just ate a Taco Bell apocalypse. Pulsing with pure rage, Tetsu charges, swinging a fist meant to kill in a single blow. But our boy expertly lines up the attack and immediately spots Tetsu as a complete amateur. Lousy punch, open wide with a million weak points. The attack is so damn slow, Kaido barely bothers before smacking Tetsu's confidence down hard with one punch. Realizing this needs to get serious, he lands a flawless palm strike right on Tetsu's chin, then tosses him around with a judo slam that screams, "Get the hell out of here." All while realizing the real world is pathetic compared to the chaos he's used to. Sometime later, Yuzua rushes over, only to find Kaido coolly soaking up the sunlight like he's farming aura. Turns out he wasn't in danger, he is the damn danger. Yuzua's mind officially blown. She wonders if this teen is really the Kaido she's always known. Helplessly, she asks if he's the one who wiped the bullies out. At first hesitant, Kaido shrugs it off, saying he just got pulled into some pointless scrap. Apparently, Yuzua heard the rumors too, hence her rooftop sprint to check on him. She wants to believe that innocent face couldn't possibly be tied to such savage violence. Until she spots some blood on his collar and freaks, thinking he must have gotten hurt. Kaido insists he's fine. But Yuzua flips out on him for making her worry like that. Her panic turns to sorrow, struggling to accept that he might actually be hurt. The assassin wonders what the hell happened and drops an apology anyway. They decide to head back to class for now. But as they leave, Kaido catches the snarky whispers from the beaten blonde. Dude's pissed and plotting revenge hard. Cut to the late-night party Yuzua threw earlier. Parents popped the champagne and served up food that looks like Gordon Ramsay himself catered. Seriously, who the hell did they hire for this spread? The parents are soaking up the good vibes, laughing happily. Meanwhile, Kaido can't stop thinking about Mura, his girl who smiled just like this, pushing him to eat fast. Hearing her words, this man transformed from a killing machine into a chowhound. Even their dog is eyeing the food like it's the holy grail. That same night, Tuji visits his girl, wondering if this, the simple happiness with family, is what normal people feel. That feeling carries over to him as he finally tastes a regular life. Meanwhile, Yuzu is fashionably late to her own party. The boy's dad spills that she's been going through some rough shit recently, but she masks it with a brave face. Suddenly, an ugly feeling creeps into Kaido's chest, like a bad omen. He checks his phone, only to see his childhood friend calling. He answers, asking how she's doing. But instead of her voice, he hears that punk's familiar sneer. The jerks pump Kaido caught on fast and orders him to show up at a sketchy spot with the coordinates. If Kaido backs out, they're gonna make Yuzua suffer, no joke. By the way, Yuzua and her driver are being held hostage, so yeah, this is serious business. Yuzua screams from behind the scenes, begging him not to come, but our guy heard enough. If he doesn't move, they'll hurt her. So he calmly asks for the location, and the asshole happily gives it. Call ends quick. Kaido acts like he was just chatting with some random friend, telling his parents he needs to run a quick errand. Promises he'll be back soon. Cut to a bleak abandoned factory, where nearly a dozen armed thugs are ready to ruin his day. Plus, the big boss of the organization has rolled in, and his bodyguard is just casually lifting weights in the background. The boss is pissed at Tetsuya for making that call, even slaps a can in his face for it. The dude was trying to keep things low-key, but this unexpected visit has thrown a wrench in his plans. Anyway, the jerk reveals they've captured Yuzua to get info on her inheritance for the organization. But so far, she's holding strong, insisting she doesn't know anything. That's exactly why Tetsuya dragged in her so-called best friend. The kid who's always hanging around her, thinking that if threats land on him, Yuzua will crack. If that works, Tetsuya gets a pat on the back and a permanent spot in the gang's hierarchy. The boss is okay with this, but warns the blonde punk about the consequences if he fails. In Akami, the muscle monster doesn't mess around. Dude's orders are simple, kill. He shows it by tossing a dumbbell so fast it punches a hole through a damn wall. Just in Akami's presence makes the blonde shit bricks, knowing if he slips up, he's next on the chopping block. Yuzua yells and digs her heels in, making her situation worse, while her assistant tries to calm her. Of course, Tetsuya loses it, stomps the assistant's face in. Furious someone's interfering, he tells goons to drag the assistant away and zeroes in on Yuzua, telling her straight up if she keeps silent, her childhood friend dies. Even then, she swears she knows nothing. Enraged, Tetsuya orders Kaido brought to him immediately. Right now, they've got 40 armed thugs and a former wrestling beast ready to kill. No freaking chance this kid's coming out on top. The blonde dude is damn sure Kaido won't get past Inakami, and guess what? Yuzue's about to spill all the tea in the worst way possible. Cut to our boy who finally shows up at the factory. Outside, a bunch of brainless goons are just waiting to become his next casualties. He strolls past them without breaking a sweat, showing zero fear, while one jackass finally clocks that this dude's their target. But tough luck, cause it's already too late. This guy shreds them apart with one neck shot so painful it's criminal. Bam, 3 guys down like they never even had a chance. The rest of the thugs rush forward, thinking they can take him. Spoiler alert, it's the end of the line for those clowns as the high schooler absolutely wrecks their sorry asses. He even tosses one idiot straight into a trash bin like yesterday's garbage. With a deathly glare that could freeze lava, Kaido warns the thugs, don't even dare cross his line of sight if you want to keep breathing. And yeah, keep living in one piece is real here, no KFC family bucket jokes. Back with Tetsuya, his boss is starting to sweat bullets. Kid still hasn't shown up and now he's low-key wondering if the boy chickened out. Because duh, he's just a kid. But only the blonde asshole knows that the roof fight wasn't some punk kid, it was a damn demon. He tries to convince his boss, Suo, that their opponent is on a whole different level. Speaking of trouble, they hear their men yelling Fujiwara's name just outside the factory. Yuzu is freaking out while the blonde coward is about ready to piss himself. Terror's written all over that guy's face, can't blame him. Suddenly, the door slams open, and some poor bastard is launched like a crumpled paper ball. He lands right at Tetsuya's feet, real classy. Pumped up, the musclehead turns to face his target, probably thinking, this is gonna be easy. Meanwhile, the seemingly harmless kid reminds Tetsuya about his warning, that this guy is holding back like crazy just to not kill everyone. Yeah, right. Mr. Suo is straight up baffled, asking how the hell one kid wiped out 20 damn thugs solo. Pushing his tie for that maximum boss vibe, Kaido demands to see his friend. Yuzua screams echo sharply through the factory. She's scared shitless he's here for her. Thanks to her shout, he narrows down exactly where she is, 30 meters ahead. At least she's still alive, which is a damn relief. He scans the room for every hostile moron ready to throw down. In what feels like no more than 53 seconds, yeah, someone timed it. This guy blitzes through the room like he's speedrunning a damn video game boss. The boss is shook by how godlike this dude's moves are, taking out every single asshole around without breaking a sweat. Even Tetsuya is crawling away like a scared little bitch, realizing they played with fire and got burned hard. Death's vibe hits him full force as our boy grabs Tetsuya by the collar, then locks his fist, ready to wreak some serious damage, promising to make this bastard pay in ways that'll haunt him for life. The next few seconds are a blur of lightning-fast punches, shattering clavicles, ribs, and elbows with surgical precision. Oh, and just for extra flair, he slams Tetsuya into the nearest wall like he's tossing garbage. Suo's men are freaking the hell out, not wanting to be smashed by this high school nightmare. They try to run, but Kaido reminds them he's the one cashing their checks. Yeah, no escape. Suo finally gets it. Their target isn't some weak kid, it's a straight-up monster. Because she's blindfolded, Yuzua hasn't seen any of this madness. He approaches her, promising everything's gonna be fine, just as he's about to untie her. Then bam, the behemoth throws a fist that slams into him hard. Yuzua screams like hell is breaking loose. Suo's thinking maybe this ex-wrestler's body can save us. Yeah, good luck with that. But nope, when the dust settles, turns out the punch didn't land at all. In fact, Kaido pulled off a slick counterkick, freeze-framing the wrestler in place. Musclehead tries to throw another hit, but Kaido just swats it away like a pesky fly, then delivers a punch so savage it shatters the wrestler's nose. And guess what? The wrestler still thinks this kid can't beat him with that kind of power. Call it delusional AF. After exchanging a few solid blows, the assassin realizes he's up against the top dog here. But since he's stuck in a high schooler's body, one-shotting this guy isn't happening, so he switches tactics. Right when the wrestler is about to end him, our boy disappears in a flash, teleporting clear out of sight. His new target, Inagami's ribs, talk about precision. Then Kaido unloads a brutal barrage of strikes, zeroing in on one spot, pounding and hammering until the musclehead's face is full-on terror mode. Knocked out cold, someone call him David for taking down Goliath. Seeing their once unstoppable wrestler crumble like a pack of cards, the last 6 thugs wisely haul ass out of there, best call they've made all day. Normally, Kaido would just wipe out his targets without blinking, but right now, the only damn thing on his mind is Yuzua. He quickly cuts her free from those damn ropes and puts on a fake-ass happy face, trying to show he's glad she's okay. He tells Yuzua the whole mess is under control, and even her assistant Kawai is going to pull through. Of course, this kind of traumatic crap isn't what a delicate girl like her ever signed up for, which makes Kaido wonder if she's actually scared underneath it all. But in a hilarious switch-up, she grabs his tie and instead of thanking him, loses it on him for taking the absolute dumbest route possible. Like seriously bro, he could have just called the cops or asked adults for help, but no, Mr. Hero had to go all lone wolf and solo 40 idiots by himself. Damn, way to be a freaking idiot. Still, Yuzua does say thanks for risking himself to protect her, even though every time he does, it hurts her inside. Her vibe right now is total Mariah energy, constantly worrying, always nagging Tuji to get home safe because she fears losing him someday. Kaido gets real and promises his friend he's never going to make her worry again. Yeah right, keep dreaming bro. Their chill moment gets wrecked by the groans of poor Kawai, the dude who got beat up for no goddamn reason. Kaido hears police sirens and knows it's time to bounce, home sweet home. Meanwhile, somewhere else, Suo barely escaped, still trying to wrap his head around how not even the musclehead could stop this wicked kid. Turns out Suo's got his own boss, a big-time underground crime honcho. This terrifying boss drops the bomb that he sent a Lancelot to handle the kid. Yeah, like a knight versus a monster kid should be a breeze, right? Because the brat just messed up the Great Will Organization's whole plan, and he's gonna pay big time. But back to our main dude, he's kicking it at home in bed, realizing he scared the crap out of his parents by going all lone wolf like that. Meanwhile, his folks are out cold, sleeping like babies. Kaido can't forget how worried his parents were when he got back. Lucky for him, the cops didn't drag him in or hassle him since he wasn't involved. The whole mission and what those thugs actually wanted is still a mystery to him. Plus, the boss Suo vanished like a ghost after all the chaos. Kaido's thinking there's something even worse lurking, like some next-level shit in the shadows. Jogging outside, he thinks to himself he's done letting people around him get hurt. Suddenly, projectiles start flying at him, making him jump like some damn video game character. The shooter is dumbfounded. Kaido dodged them all like a pro. Oh, and Kaido knew someone was tailing him. That's why he came out to give the spy a perfect target. Facing the dude, Kaido asks, "What the hell do you want?" The stalker creep admits he's shocked the kid spotted him even inside his own room, first time that's ever happened. So yeah, this brat isn't just some average punk. Kaido gives credit where it's due. This spy is slick, way above the thug level he's dealt with before. That alone says this guy ain't playing by normal rules, so why the hell was he spying on Kaido anyway? The stalker's impressed, thinks the kid might be connected to their twisted line of work. But Kaido just keeps it simple, acting like a normal high schooler like the smartass he is. No more BS, the stalker draws blades, ready for the ultimate fight. This scene hits Kaido hard, flashing him back to his past life memories. The assassin officially declares Fujiwara Kaido is done for. This guy is Sanjo, rank 67 in the Great Will Organization. Kaido gets ready, remembering he was part of that fucked up group once too. Meanwhile, cut to the Great Will Organization's HQ, there's always some brooding drama there. Council member Akatsuki is pissed because even after kidnapping Yuzua, they're still clueless with zero leads. Akatsuki complains they should have sent a lance from the start and gotten it over with. Time to zoom out and see why this shady org actually matters so damn much. This gang's no joke, they've got enough assassins under their thumb to throw the whole damn world into chaos. Out of those, the top 100 are the creme de la creme, known as the Lances. These guys, nearly flawless hitmen with a near-perfect success rate. Minami and Akatsuki are part of this elite squad. Minami spills that they're hunting down a legendary trinket called Fenrir's Seed, a treasure that could flip the global power scale. And guess what? Yuzua supposedly holds that sacred relic. No proof, of course, but Yashima claims he already sent Sanju to snatch it. That news drops jaws because you don't just deploy a lance without Odin's permission. Big no-no in their twisted rules. But here's the kicker, Yashima already got that blessing. Damn, that's some serious heavy lifting. They know Yuzu's got a shit-tier bodyguard, so it couldn't have been him. Obviously, the whole mess is way more tangled than they realized. They size up their enemies as a real threat and want them wiped out by the Lances. Back at the fight, Kaido's clocking that his opponent is from the same sick organization. Sanju's stance is rock solid and unreadable. Classic elite lance moves right there. This just confirms Kaido's gut feeling that the whole drama around Yuzua isn't just some petty inheritance war. Nah, it's a way bigger game the organization's playing behind the scenes. Sanju spots Kaido's stance and bluntly calls bullshit on him being a high schooler. This kid's fearless and acts like a pro when weapons come out. Kaido smells danger and decides Sanju is a serious threat. Protecting Yuzua, he charges forward to land a strike, but the expert assassin dodges with casual ease. Sanju's actually impressed. This kid's fast and pinpointing weak spots like a natural assassin. But the guy's no joke, nearly stabbing Kaido right in the face. Kaido plays it safe and keeps his distance. From their quick clash, Kaido starts piecing together Sanju's unique fighting style. Sanju fights smart, using his range as his weapon, and he has to admit Kaido's skills are legit. Going aggressive, Sanju leaps into the air, switching tactics. First, he goes for a flashy butterfly slash, but then morphs into a new stance to overwhelm Kaido. The assassin's hyped to see Kaido dodging with such finesse. Meanwhile, Kaido's realizing he's lagging in speed and power, time for some real brain work. He decides the only way to win is by scanning the environment. While Sanju keeps hammering the offense, Kaido thinks he's finally got his opening. But shocker, just when he lands what should be the killing blow, Kaido coolly slips off his jacket, then precisely slices Sanju's neck. Sanju barely dodges and fires back with a sharp counterattack. His slash cuts Kaido. Blood drips down and reality hits. He's up against a serious lance. His weak, untrained body is a problem. The lance's respect grows for Kaido's clever trap attempt. He notes Kaido's movements scream professional fighter, but the kid's missing one thing, that pure vicious killing intent. Sanju reveals his mission was to kill a high schooler, but now it's clear the kid is a real threat to the organization's plans with Yuzua, so off with his head. Thanks to that confession, Kaido's totally sure the organization's behind everything. Switching gears, Sanju unlocks his combat mode. Striking a badass pose, he's ready to unleash his full deadly power. Sanju attacks with a wild dragon dance form. Basically raining down hundreds of blades strikes on Kaido. He's so relentless he shreds a tree like it's paper. Kaido scrambles to find cover. He knows he's facing someone way above your average assassin. The crazy bastard slices through his hiding spot like a tornado. Then he unleashes a burst of water. Yeah, no idea where that came from either. Meanwhile, Kaido takes another hit blading. It hits him. This guy is an S-class lance user. Sanju's non-stop attacks are brutal, and Kaido can't take them without scars. The lance flips out, accusing Kaido of being a killer too, and wonders if killing Yuzua collateral damage is just fine. And that, my friends, is when he messed up real bad. That line sparks Kaido's traumatic flashback. Only this time, it's not his girlfriend's face haunting him, but his friend, S. Fueled by rage, Kaido charges. He tackles Sanju head-on, smashes the blade from the assassin's hand, snags the weapon then. Speed blitzes a sharp slash across Sanju's shoulder. It all goes down too fast for even an elite lance to track. All Sanju can think is, what kind of monster kid is this? Kaido's determined not to feel that guilt and pain again. He swears he'll protect Yuzua with everything he's got. Sanju thinks resisting fate is pointless. He's meant to die by God's will. Despite losing a shoulder, the guy still wants to fight. Those endless slashes, useless now. Kaido matches each strike like a total pro. Sanju calls him a coward, real original. The lance leaves himself wide open, forgetting his place. And Kaido slides behind him, slashing his thigh hard while mocking the pro assassin for all his noise. Reduced to that, pathetic. Sanju wonders how Kaido got so damn fast all of a sudden. He's using the same tricks he pulled last time. He tries to overwhelm Kaido again, but it's a total fail. Kaido slashes all over Sanju's left arm, making it clear he's read all his moves by now. Next, Kaido bursts into a wild flurry of speed. Spinning like a Beyblade, shredding his way into Sanju's body. Wearing a killer glare, he decides it's game over for this lance. Sanju's still shocked, trying to figure out how the hell someone mastered ninja-level knife work that fast. The way Kaido fights reminds him of Gungnir, the one assassin in their ranks. Kaido brutally tears Sanju's body apart until he's laying there bleeding out. The fight ends with Sanju soaked in his own blood, finally seeing how totally outclassed he was. Panting hard, the lance's body trembles in fear. His tendons are severed and he can't even move. But Kaido, mercifully, leaves him one leg so he can at least crawl away. Then the killing machine tells him his career as a lance is done. No more killing for this guy. Kaido coldly says losing the only thing that defined him is worse than death. These guys can't hide in normal society anyway. Before walking away, Kaido poses two questions. Refusing to answer means he'll slice off the other leg. Question 1. Who gave the orders and why target Yuzua specifically? Sanju squirms but stays silent, won't talk even under torture or death. His loyalty's sworn to one and only God. He vows never to betray that will. The mention of God confirms Kaido's suspicions. Unfortunately, police sirens blare all around. Sanju's reckless fight has drawn their attention. In a split second, Sanju uses his remaining leg to escape. He advises Kaido to bail before the cops arrive. Before disappearing, Sanju asks if Kaido really wants to live the life of a normal high schooler. That question hits Kaido right in the feels, because he remembers how everyone around him thought a normal life was impossible, just cause he grew up a cold-blooded assassin. Even soaked in blood, this guy's still stuck on one dumbass thought. Am I normal? Like seriously, how the hell is this dude even a high school student? The jury's still out on that one. Cut to the headquarters where, the real shit's happening. Yashima gets the lowdown on Sanju's latest report. Izumo's saying the lance is fucked, dismantled so badly he can't even pretend to keep going. Meanwhile, Akatsuki's out here absolutely losing his mind over Kaido walloping some pro-assassin, grinning like he just found free Wi-Fi. Izumo confirms whoever that freak was, he wasn't human, straight-up monster status. Because Sanju compared this dude's moves to Gungnir, a name that makes everyone perk the hell up. Yeah, that name grabs their eyeballs like it dropped the hottest mixtape of the year. Even Akatsuki thinks that's a massive flex, calling this dude the strongest damn knife user to ever exist. Overkill much. Izumo gets why they're salty though. Gungnir's name isn't tossed around like a cheap meme. Minami cuts the drama, while Akatsuki whines like a toddler about just how special and legendary Tuji really is. Still, they all agree this random bodyguard of Yuzua isn't just some scrub. He straight up wrecked their plans and took down a Lance-level opponent. That's savage power right there. With this mess unfolding, Yashima and the crew can't afford to just sit on their asses anymore. The whole fiasco leaves Yashima deep in thought about the enigma that is Kaido Tujiwara. Speaking of our boy Kaido, he sneaks back to his room to patch his sorry ass up in secret. Dude S having a full-on identity meltdown. Knowing he's meant to be your average high schooler, not some assassin with a shady past. But too bad he's gotta help Yuzua dodge the organization's watchful eyes, and guess what? Now that he's straight up taken down an elite lance, he's on everyone's hit list. Looking like a walking massacre, the poor bastard's got no chance if he stays weak, so Kaido's ready to grind himself back to peak mode. If he wants to keep this peaceful bullshit life intact, he's gotta do whatever the hell it takes to protect it. Over at the Great Will organization, Akatsuki raises his hand like, "Yo, I'm all in to take down this mystery dude." Everyone's shocked, but Izumo's nodding. Yeah, that's the play for a threat this gnarly. After all, if this guy really stacks up against Tuji, an average lance won't cut it. Akira Sakatsuki's hyped to use his rank to handle this shit. Oh, and by the way, this guy's ranked 9th overall, one of the deadliest assassins around, no joke. Fast forward a day since Yuzua got snatched. Kaido's parents throw a big welcome back party cause the dude just got discharged from the hospital. To show his dad's love, he slaps down some Omurus that looks so cursed, it belongs in a horror flick rather than a meal. Next, Yuzua claims she cooked something real special for him too. And she plops down a plate of beef stew that's so juicy it could drown a small village. With a smug little smile, she tells him to dive in while it's piping hot. The second that stew hits Kaido's tongue, he gets hit with a huge flashback to when he was leaving the house, and Murai asked if he'd be out late again. Back then, he lied his ass off, saying he'd be home for dinner, just a quick errand, no big deal. Murai was hyped because she was making his favorite beef stew that day, which made him genuinely happy. Then he promised with all the fake passion he could muster that he'd share something important once he got back. And she sent him off with the sweetest smile, holding their little Johnny boy tight. Now, as he eats that beef stew, Kaido's low-key bummed he never got to tell her he was quitting the assassin life for good. Yuzua sees him being all emo and snaps, asking if the stew is really that bad. But boom, our guy shoves it down like it's his last supper, going full savage mode. Almost tearing up, he admits it's actually delicious. Yuzua beams hearing that. His mom chips in, promising there's plenty more where that came from if he's got a bottomless stomach. Watching his dad accidentally set the pan on fire and Yuzua grinning with cake in hand. Kaido silently thanks his lucky stars for this wholesome chaos of a family. Later, he walks Yuzua home because things have gotten sketchier by the minute. He asks if she's noticed anything weird around her place lately, but she just shrugs, saying she's got cops posted all over her house for now. Confused, Kaido asks where her butler is, and she deadpans she told him to stay away. Because the dude is so annoying, having him around kills all the fun. Anyway, she admits she really enjoyed her time at his house, said it's been ages since she laughed that hard. Then her smile drops, and she confesses she's been hella down since losing her dad. Hearing that, Kaido's mind goes completely blank, no words, just pure silence. And Yuzua finally spills why she kept quiet, didn't want to mess with his fragile amnesia by dumping heavy news on him. Turns out, her dad died about 2 months ago, right when Kaido's car accident shoved him into a coma. Kaido connects the dots. No wonder she acted all emotional about losing him back then. But she powered through like a boss, hiding the sadness behind that sunshiny personality of hers. Our guy shoots her an apology for stressing her out, but Yuzua waves it off like, whatever, not a big deal. Then drops a bomb, you haven't changed one damn bit. That hits him like a sucker punch. She admits he's grown up some, but even as a kid, he was that reckless idiot who'd throw down against bigger kids just cause they messed with her. Always knew he was getting his ass kicked, but hell, he fought anyway. Just like now, he rolled in like a beast to save her when she got kidnapped, but she couldn't see shit cause she was blindfolded. Yuzua's suspicious and demands the deets on his rescue moves, but Kaido dodges like a pro, saying everyone who saw him freaked the hell out. Which, let's be real, did happen after he tore through the bad guys like some kind of monster, making Yuzua even more doubtful. Still, she's all doesn't matter as long as you came through when it counted. She admits she was shitting bricks when the gangsters threatened her and Kawhi. But the minute she caught sight of his face shining brighter than a damn sunrise, she felt pure relief. So yep, she thanks him. Smooth operator that he is, Kaido promises to save her no matter how many times she calls for backup. Making poor Yuzua blush like she just saw a spicy TikTok. Then, flustered to hell, she yells at him to get out of her face, and whips out her phone for a cute selfie. Proud as hell of the snap, she says it's gonna be her wallpaper to remember the epic day, totally blind to the fact this will fuel all kinds of weird school rumors. She mumbles it'll also help her move on somehow. Seeing Kaido care so much after his life got flipped upside down inspires her big time. She's finally ready to stop clinging to her dad's sudden death. Our boy smiles, realizing Yuzua's fighting her own shit just like him, and that only fires him up more to guard his precious childhood buddy. Then out of nowhere, she pulls up a pic of her dad on her phone, blowing Kaido's mind. His soul nearly takes a walk when he recognizes the man instantly. He asks flat out if that really is her father. She snaps back that his amnesia must be bad, cause her dad was always super nice to him. With a serious face, she admits a lot of people talked crap about her dad, but he was nothing but kind to her. That's exactly why she loved the hell out of him. Looking at the pic of her dad carrying her on his back, Kaido flashes back he's seen that same photo before, right after his final mission. Every part of him aches like hell, realizing he was the one who ripped Yuzua's dad away forever. Seeing Kaido's pain, Yuzua asks what the hell just made him quiet all of a sudden. Meanwhile, Kaido's stuck in his own head, standing in front of the Akagi group chairman's daughter, the very man he cold-bloodedly assassinated. He tries to talk himself off the ledge, blaming hate for the kill and saying he wouldn't have done it if he'd known the truth. But guilt slams him hard. He just followed orders from the Great Will, believing the chairman was a traitor who deserved to die. He feels worse knowing he was numb back then, and now he's putting Yuzua in danger, thinking about confessing he was once the agent who killed her dad. Gritting his teeth, he's stuck in frustration, unable to pull the trigger on revealing the truth. The next day at school, he's just there, sitting quietly while all the girls yak about the new transfer, hoping it's a total hottie. In the end, Kaido decides to keep his mouth shut, because that damn organization won't quit coming for him just cause he one Lance-level thug. His only real play, protect Yuzua no matter what the hell it costs. Then the teacher drops the bomb, a new transfer student has arrived. When the kid asks to come in, our hero freezes, recognizing that voice like a bad ringtone you can't ignore. He locks eyes with the pink-haired sunny dude, and wonders what the hell one of those divine spears is doing at his boring high school. Memories snap back to the last psycho they sent after him, and he's not feeling great. His suspicions get confirmed. The Great Will just sent this guy straight to punish him for messing with Yuzua's kidnapping. Suddenly, the pink-haired dude spins around and stares Kaido down like he's about to stab his soul, with zero blinking, declaring his target loud and clear. No freaking doubt, the pink-haired punk is Akatsuki, one of the elite dozen assassins known as the organization's 12 Divine Spears, codenamed Biden. Later during PE class, the crowd goes absolutely nuts as their new transfer kid casually nails yet another basket like it's nothing. The girls are totally swooning over the pink-haired dude, while his teammates stuck dumbfounded, wondering how the hell this short guy manages to jump so damn high. Makoto plays it cool, brushing it off like it was just a slick pass and rallies his team to score again, while the opposing squad is losing their minds that the transfer kid is already killing it with the ladies. Get over it, losers. Meanwhile, Kaido isn't dropping his guard for a second, finding it super shady that the Lance hasn't made a move yet, seriously wondering what the hell this dude's game plan even is. See, the Lances are the cream of the crop, top 100 assassins ranked by number, each deadlier than the last. Out of those, the top 12 are the legendary Spears, led by their boss man Odin, who's basically running the whole show. These guys aren't just killers, their powers make them the equivalent of 1,000 men. When it's time to assassinate, they'll crush an entire nation's army without breaking a sweat. These badasses only roll out for the absolute worst-case scenarios. So Kaido figures this means they're dead set on taking down Yuzua, no doubt about it. Looking down, Kaido's hit with a wave of crappy memories from his last job, realizing these assassins want the secret treasure the chairman supposedly swiped from them. It haunts him that if Akatsuki decides to strike here at school, can he honestly protect everyone's lives, including his childhood buddy S, while stuck in this high schooler's body? Yeah, good luck with that. Later, back in the classroom, the students aren't done fangirling over Makoto. They're begging him to hit karaoke with them. Dude's an instant hit once he drops he played basketball back in the States. Classic hot new guy move. Meanwhile, our guy watches from afar, realizing Akatsuki is playing it safe today, making a mental note to stay 100% on alert tomorrow. Suddenly, Yuzua calls him over, asking if he can go somewhere with her after class. Our hero shuts that down immediately, not even listening, telling her to just head straight home like a total asshole. But then out of nowhere, a hand lands on his shoulder and Makoto pops up behind her, greeting her all cheery by name. That immediately screams red alert to Kaido. This dude's seriously gunning for Yuzua. Makoto introduces himself, but Yuzua points out he's already got that hot new guy rep all over school. She asks how he even knows her name since they've never met, Kind of a valid question, honestly. The transfer kid throws out a casual smirk, telling her she's the high school girl who inherited the Akagi group fortune. Boom, curveball. That totally throws her off guard. She suddenly looks a little bummed while Makoto keeps going. He says his dad owes a debt to the chairman, so he was told to keep an eye on her, but just as he tries to ask her out somewhere, our hero butts in, pulling the classic lame excuse that his finger got hurt during practice and he has to hit the nurse. Smooth move, shrinking violet. Our guy shoots him a brutal death stare. Makoto decides to play along, clearly not wanting to catch any shade. The two dudes split ways with Yuzua, who looks back with a smile thanking Kaido for once again rescuing her from weirdos. Bro's basically her personal bodyguard at this point. A little later, as the two are chillin' on the rooftop, Makoto soaks in the view, waxing poetic about how epic the prime years of high school youth are. Then he turns to Kaido, joking if he brought him here to spill his heart or something, but Kaido just blanks him with silence, classic stone cold. Makoto laughs it off and admits Yuzua is honestly cute up close. Still can't believe she's the chairman's daughter, plot twist. Kaido cuts to the chase, demanding to know what the hell his real agenda is. Asking if it's revenge against that purple-haired dude. The transfer student stays calm, tossing out a casual question if Kaido was really the one who took Sanjo down. He starts eyeballing Kaido's body, shocked he came out on top of Sanjo with just a couple of scratches, but Kaido gets visibly irritated and repeats his question. Akatsuki finally drops the act, admitting he wants the secret treasure Yuzua inherited from her dad. Damn, no more hiding it. Which just confirms everything Kaido suspected. Akatsuki goes on, saying they don't even know what the treasure actually is yet. They just want intel for now. He offers Kaido a spot in their organization since Kaido's stronger than some of their assassins. Yeah, this just got real. The guy adds that they only mess with the bad guys, pay well, and Yuzua might spill the treasure's location to him since she trusts him. Akatsuki flashes a nasty grin and warns Kaido this offer is golden. Maybe both he and Yuzua have a shot at surviving this clusterfuck if they join up. Then he strolls to the edge of the roof and stretches out his hand, warning Kaido if he tries to resist, innocent kids are gonna get hurt. No pressure, asshole. Kaido isn't having any of that bullshit. He immediately bolts forward, launching a flurry of lightning-fast attacks at the assassin. Makoto nimbly dodges each strike like it's nothing and compliments Kaido, saying he moves like a pro. Suddenly, Kaido grabs Makoto's arm, revealing he knew the assassin was gonna use bombs. Sherlock's got this. That tiny cube, it's Akatsuki's special assassin gadget, mixing explosives with martial arts. Classic Biden style for obliterating targets. Dropping his codename, yeah, that shit blindsided the assassin like a punch to the face. Dude literally jumps back like he just got electrocuted and shouts out like a scared cat. Seriously, this guy's got more info stored up than Wikipedia for some random nobody. Then Makoto pulls out 6 bombs like it's Halloween and grins like a total maniac, saying it's time to crank things up a notch. With fire blazing in his eyes, he's ready to wreck shop. He's bouncing all over that rooftop like it's his personal damn playground, snagging those bombs midair like a pro. Grabs 3 without breaking a sweat, and yeah, he's not stopping there. He bolts to snatch the rest because apparently slow and steady isn't his vibe. Our boy flips over the wall, using his feet like some kind of circus freak, catching the last 3 bombs with style. Koda's just standing there, watching this circus like it's the weirdest damn reality show ever. He points out straight up, Kaido, normal's a joke when it comes to this guy. Out of nowhere, he hurls another bomb like a damn javelin down into the ground. Ito's scrambling like a lost puppy trying to catch it while the assassin mocks him. You think you can save every damn student? Spoiler, no, asshole. Our hero fluffs the catch and the bomb plunks right into the field with a thud. Dude's screwed. Meanwhile, the lunatic in the back snaps his fingers like he's calling a waiter. Boom, the bomb goes off. Kaido covers his face like a moron in dodgeball. Explosions, panicking students running scared, but Makoto's all chill, saying he rigged it to blow up early so no one would actually get effed up. Bonus points for catching 6 bombs, he brags. Kaido's ready to lose his damn mind. But before he can flip, Makoto waves even more bombs like a freaking dealer in cold calls. Who the hell are you, wanna join us? Our guy takes a beat to think it over, because of course he's not a brainless idiot. Then he hits back with the classic, just a regular high schooler here, no thanks, I'm good. Makoto's face falls harder than a dude without Wi-Fi. He figures a few dead bodies might change Kato's mind, but our boy casually drops a name, Gunner. The second that name hits air, the assassin whips around with eyes wild like he just saw his last paycheck. Kaido stays cool as ice, correcting him, it's Gungnir actually. While the school PA starts yelling, evacuate, evacuate, Makoto glares down like a pissed-off parent. Throws a tantrum at the damn name like a toddler in a toy store. But right before Makoto can wrap his head around the info, our guy reveals he was just stalling for time. Classic. Then bam, school officials show up on the rooftop looking for stragglers. No one gets left behind, even assholes like Makoto. The pink-haired punk drops a 3-day ultimatum, join or regret it. Pretty chill threat for someone who just blew up a school. Students bounce early cause of the explosion, whispering about how no one got hurt from the bomb blast. Lucky bastards. Yuzua's wondering why Kaido's still hanging around instead of jetting home. He says he's got some important business. Suspicious much. Tells her to stay in safe mode, since that explosion might be just the appetizer for a bigger attack aimed at her. Then Kawai, yeah, that dude's name is Kawai, yells at her about his new martial arts skills so he can play literal bodyguard. Girl's totally over it, rolling her eyes like get a grip, dude. Yuzua asks Kato to hit her up if shit hits the fan, he promises. But the second she peels out, he turns glare death on Makoto. Like I see right through your bullshit, punk. Meanwhile, Makoto's eyeballing our boy. He's dead sure Tuji wouldn't stand for anyone trashing the name Gungnir. Fast forward to some local train ride. Our guy's hoping he pulled Akatsuki's attention away from Yuzua onto himself. Gotta remember, Akatsuki looks young but packs a divine spear-sized punch, no joke. Clenching his fist, he flexes mentally on how he's starting to get a grip on this new body. Still, dude's light years away from facing off in a real fight against a divine spear. That thought's legit terrifying. He might get his ass kicked if they clash in 3 days. But not a single flicker of doubt shakes his promise to keep Yuzua safe, even if it means offing the pink-haired psycho. Then he hops off at Shibuya Station and heads right back to where he first died like some masochist. Leaps up onto the balcony while questioning, why the hell am I even here? Because, spoiler, Mariah sure as hell isn't waiting for him. Suddenly, the damn door swings wide open like it's got something to prove. He immediately wonders if this whole thing is a setup by that sneaky organization, because of course it has to be. But screw the caution, he's just walks right into the apartment only to find the crime scene all tidy like someone gave it a spring cleaning while the rest of the place looks untouched. Yeah, real suspicious. Then a noise jerks him into full battle mode, stance locked and ready, expecting some sneaky assassin to drop in and ruin his day. But nope, surprise, it's just his damn dog John wagging his tail like the furry little idiot he is. John's all hyped up, barking happily as the good boy rushes over. And our guy spots the classic frisbee hanging out in his mouth like a proud little champion. The sight drags him down memory lane, back to those park days when he and Murai would throw the frisbee for John. His eyes start to water because damn, the dog still remembers him, heart melting if you ignore the tear fest. Suddenly, something flickers in his peripheral vision. There it is, a photo of him, Mariah, and John chilling on the beach like a fake happy family. It pulls up the memory of a road trip where she said she never really got what the hell his job was all about. But Murai always wished for one thing, for him to find some happiness. He told her, I'm fulfilled with my life, and yeah, I'd die protecting you, but Murai shut that down hard with, dead men can't be happy, try living for once, moron. Now shedding tears like a widow at a funeral, he's crushed he never gave her the happiness she deserved, and that she's just a ghost in his mind now. After wiping his eyes, he goes home and drops the bomb on his family about this couple who had to ditch their dog because life sucks sometimes. So he brought John home, asking if they can keep the damn thing. Before he can even haggle, Taro jumps in and says, hell yeah, let's keep him. Kyoto's right there suggesting they take turns walking the dog so no one bails. Then comes the inevitable question, what's the dog's name? He shrugs and says the previous folks called him John. Later, he texts Yuzua to see if anything juicy has popped up yet. She's all nothing exciting, just boring as hell. Heard you got a new dog, mind if I come and pet it? He tells her to chill, not coming over yet. He smirks at his phone, already knowing exactly what his next move is gonna be. Then he dials up Akatsuki. Akatsuki mocks him, changed your mind. The 3 days aren't even over, dumbass. Our dude's done playing games and says he's ready to deck Akatsuki on the school rooftop before dawn breaks. To wrap this crap up for good because he's Gungnir, and that name means business. Hearing Gungnir sets Akatsuki off. He smashes his phone like it owes him money. In his head, no one, not even Kaido, compares to the legendary Lord Tuji. The dude was literally the perfect assassin. But here's Akatsuki claiming the name Gungnir right in his face like some cocky punk. Flashback 3 years ago in the Middle East. Both of them on some high-stakes mission that could blow at any second. Then Akatsuki screws the pooch big time. Ends up surrounded by enemies like a helpless idiot cornered in an alley. His left arm's blown to hell and he's clearly as good as dead, just accepting his fate. But then bam, Tuji shows up out of nowhere and slices down every single enemy faster than you can say dead. Akatsuki's all thankful, admitting he'd have been toast without Tuji's blast, and tells him to survive and finish the mission solo. Next morning, they meet head-to-head on the rooftop. Akatsuki's casual as hell, asking Kaido why he's here picking a fight in a school uniform, like it's casual Friday or some nonsense. Kaido fires back saying he's gonna beat him first, then maybe show up to class if he's feeling generous. Akatsuki laughs and says, dude, same energy here. He adds that since yesterday, he's been thinking how Kaido moves just like Gungnir. Confesses he once idolized the guy, but now Kaido making him feel Gungnir's power firsthand. That's a whole different nightmare. He swears he'll never forgive that bastard, at least not until he's blown to tiny crisped bits of meat. With a savage grin, Akatsuki drops a little secret before they tear each other apart. Turns out he's rigged the school with bombs. Since his left prosthetic arm links directly to his brain, one twitch of his finger and boom, detonation city. If Kaido bites the dust, a bunch of innocent folks are screwed, and the only way to stop the carnage is by cutting off that arm-brain hookup. Which means either chop off his arm or blow his brain to hell. But Kaido, cool as ice, pipes up that there's a third way. The bombs can be disarmed if Akatsuki gets knocked out cold. That actually freaks Akatsuki out a bit. Kaido smugly reminds him, I told you I know exactly who you are. Getting ready to throw down, he adds he's not here to kill. Nope, he's just here to stop the damn madness. Smirking like he owns the place, Kaido asks if Akatsuki seriously believes he can pull that off. Then out of nowhere, he rockets forward with an attack. Akatsuki narrowly dodges it. Our guy's only edge, knowing Akatsuki's playbook and personality inside out. Because let's be real, his body isn't hitting the same fitness level as his original badass self. Akatsuki throws a few bombs into the air, ready to rain hell. When they blow, the blasts aim straight for Kaido's eyes and ears, followed up with a savage left hook. But Kaido, the walking cheat code, already sees this move coming. He slides out smartly and counters with a punch to Akatsuki's chest. Midair, Akatsuki twists his body and dodges with ninja-like grace. Then he snaps back with a solid punch of his own. Kaido flies back, spinning like a ragdoll, taking a moment to check himself out. Akatsuki smugly admits that flying back to lessen the hit was smart, because a direct blast from his prosthetic would have flattened Kaido's arm like trash. With a killer grin, Akatsuki warns if Kaido's really Gungnir, this is just scratching the surface of his power. The punch cracked Kaido's ribs, and he knows now that these divine spears aren't just some lame enemy you can outsmart with tricks. Tridot thinks to himself, this guy was never meant for a peaceful life, but if he's still breathing, there's gotta be a reason. No matter who's thrown at him, he'll win without killing a single soul. He'll fight to live for everyone who actually gives a damn about him. Fueled by fierce will, he throws his hardest punch yet. They trade a blitz of rapid blows. Suddenly, a sharp pain spikes in Kaido's head. Tatsuki sees his shot and unloads a crazy combo. Kaido tries dodging but can't escape it all. He tells himself to sharpen up and really read his opponent next time. Akatsuki lands a brutal kick. Kaido slides back, skidding across the floor. The space between them widens for a second. Akatsuki tosses another bomb, lighting it off. A massive explosion tears the place up. He charges for the knockout punch. But Kaido, already a step ahead, braces himself. Akatsuki throws a full power punch, but Kaido blocks it cold. He tells Akatsuki he senses the rage and murderous vibes, but that kind of bullshit won't break his spirit. He'll absorb all that anger and swallow it whole like a champ. Akatsuki's senses tingle, he jumps back, feeling something's off. Meanwhile, Kaido holds his head as his senses sharpen beyond normal. He can now detect not just physical stuff, but the assassin's very consciousness. Akatsuki's thrown, what the hell just happened here? He thought his last move hit Kaido's blind spot, and can't believe the school kid blocked it like he read his damn mind. Pulling out a bunch more bomb cubes, he smirks. Now this is getting interesting. Bending down with deadly focus, he admits he doesn't know what Kaido's thinking, but swears his next move will break through that damn defense once and for all. Arboy shifts into a defensive stance, realizing Akatsuki's back to playing offense like the annoying pest he is. That damn pink-haired assassin drops a bomb behind him, and uses the blast to hurl another explosive cube straight at Kaido like he's auditioning for a fireworks show gone wild. Boom, massive explosion lights up the scene, but our guy dodges it slick as hell by morphing into Jinwoo and sidestepping at the last damn second, leaving the bomb to blow up right behind him. What a freaking pro move. Akatsuki can't help but call him impressive, finally some credit, but then he deadass says if our hero was so easy to kill, why bother sending someone elite like him? Smooth talker, that one. Arboy just gives him the cold shoulder, ready to eat whatever crap the pink freak's gonna throw next. Meanwhile, back home, John wakes up all startled by the damn explosion like he wasn't having enough nightmares already. Kaido's mom also jolts awake, wondering what the hell that sound was. Fireworks, she guesses, because yeah, what else? It's totally a regular Tuesday. Meanwhile, up on the rooftop, The two idiots are still swinging hard at each other like it's an episode finale or something. Kaido keeps guarding with his fists, thinking even though Akatsuki's hands are like invisible ninja ghosts, our boy's somehow predicting every damn move because he knows all his dumb little patterns like a cheat sheet. Tatsuki tenses like a freaking cheetah, getting ready to pounce on his next scheme. But our boy reads the play like a damn script, 4 bombs about to drop, set to blow 2 meters in front of him. Basic. Just as Akatsuki hits the trigger, Kaido kicks those bombs into a chaotic spray across the rooftop like he's playing minigolf with explosives. The whole rooftop turns into a war zone, explosions lighting up every damn inch. Kaido barely keeps standing, shielding his sorry face from the firestorm like a champ. Then he predicts the assassin's next dumb punch and ducks it like a pro, avoiding Monday meetings. Our hero snaps back with swift punches that turn the tables, forcing Akatsuki into a rare state, defense mode. The assassin's brain starts glitching because something about this fight is seriously off. Dude's baffled he hasn't landed a single sucker punch yet. What a joke. Akatsuki's convinced Kaido's senses should be toast thanks to the bomb blasts and scorching heat that turn anyone into a roasted marshmallow. But the look in Arboy's eyes, dude makes Akatsuki feel like he's transparent, like he's got X-ray vision or some psychic crap. This freaks the assassin out big time, throwing him back to memories of his precious Gungnir. He remembers Kaido saying something dumb like, "I am Gungnir." Seriously, what kind of assassin talk is that? The assassin loses it, yelling to our hero to screw off before he gets completely roasted. He demands to know if the high schooler's really his Tuji, and if that's true, then why the hell now? Of all times, plot convenience much. Kaido's barely hanging on, gasping for air but still keeping his fists up like some stubborn mule. He realizes even if he can read the assassin's moves, the pink-haired freak's still too damn fast for his weak, untrained body to handle much longer. He jumps onto the ledge, deciding it's finally time to quit running like a scared little kid. Meanwhile, Akatsuki's all smirking, thinking the place is a death trap with nowhere to run. He grabs a handful of bombs, not giving a damn if Arby predicts his dumb moves. Throws those bombs like, "Come on, try and dodge this, loser." Our hero locks in, focused AF. He charges forward, using every bit of strength left, swearing to himself he'll never let anyone down again. No way he's screwing this up. Akatsuki lights up those bombs, turning the rooftop into a freaking sun impersonator. Bright enough to give you a damn sunburn just looking at it. But Kaido keeps pushing forward, blind as a bat and still moving like he's got a purpose. He senses Akatsuki right in front of him and goes for a strike like a man possessed. The assassin dodges, then swings that bomb cube on his metal hand like a damn wrecking ball, aiming for our guy's head. Classic knuckle sandwich delivery incoming. But Kaido reads the move like a damn open book and blocks that punch clean with his elbow. What a savage. Totally catches Akatsuki off guard and follows up with a brutal elbow smack. Straight to the damn face. He doesn't stop there, screaming Akatsuki's name like a man on a mission, and punches the poor bastard's body with savage fury. Then finishes with a brutal gut kick. That kick shatters the metal arm, sending the assassin flying like trash over the rooftop's edge. No mercy at all. Akatsuki sails through the air like a damn ragdoll. Lands unconscious on the cold, unwelcoming concrete below. Bye, sucker. Flashback time, young assassin tells Gungnir to forget about him and bail before shit hits the fan. But our hero says screw that, he won't let a single one of his friends die on his watch. Gungnir calls that mindset terrible for an assassin, but hey, that's exactly why he chose him. Savage as hell. No matter how colossal the enemy, he's dead set on chasing his own twisted version of justice. Akatsuki finally drags his sorry ass awake and bluntly asks Kaido why the hell he saved him. Kaido shoots back that his only concern was disarming the damn bomb, killing him. That was never on his checklist. The assassin smirks like a smug little shit and tells him there's no way he can take down the whole damn organization solo, but Kaido stands his ground, stubborn as hell, swearing he'll do it no matter what. Because that's the only justice a former assassin like him has left. Familiar words, but man, the vibe is totally different now. That throws Akatsuki off guard, hitting him right in the skull with a Gungnir reminder. Meanwhile, Kaido declares that whether it's the Great Will or Odin behind all this crap, he swears he'll beat them all. Akatsuki bursts out laughing like the damn clown he is, mocking Kaido's insane plan like it's the dumbest thing he's ever heard. Surprisingly, he actually believes Kaido's claim that he's Tujino Cap. With a sly grin, he admits only a certified lunatic like Tuji could come out with something that wild. Our hero just stares back, clearly not expecting that reaction. Then the pink-haired maniac cuts to the chase. Why the hell does Kaido look like a stick when he should be 6 feet under? Kaido explains he thought he was dead too, but then bam, he wakes up trapped in Kaido's body. What a cursed plot twist. Taps his head and says all that remains of Tuji now is right here, his brain. Akatsuki actually sits up, genuinely stunned by that revelation. Kaido drops the bomb that whoever ordered the hit can only be Odin. The words suck all color from Akatsuki's face. Yeah, that's a mood. Kaido admits he has to get stronger, then asks Akatsuki if he'd lend a hand. This shoots Akatsuki back into a flashback. He laughs again, telling Kaido to quit bullshitting. Lifts his metal arm and swears he can't kill him anymore now that he knows Kaido is Tuji for sure. Our hero asks if Akatsuki's heading back to the org, but the assassin flat out denies it, says there's no way after that epic fail. Then he asks the kid what's his next move. Tatsuki goes serious, saying he needs to dig into things first, still can't wrap his head around Odin targeting Tuji. He tells our hero to bounce cause cops are probably en route, joking school's gonna be closed for ages. Our hero watches him dip and starts calling out, but suddenly collapses to the ground like a freaking ragdoll. He wonders what the actual fuck just happened as his mind drifts to the void. Meanwhile, some mystery assassins creep in and snatch Gungnir just like they planned. A voice calls out telling our hero to snap the hell awake, and he's left wondering where the hell it's coming from. His eyes finally pop open, scanning the area around him. Confused as hell, he realizes he's back in his original body. The voice says again, "You're finally awake," and tells him they're now two halves of the same whole. Ito floats toward him slowly, like some creepy paranormal guest. Tuji's eyes go wide like, no way. Kaido calls out again, ordering him to protect Yuzueu with that power. But Tuji refuses to let go, shouting for the boy and reaching out like it's some sob story climax. Then bam, Tuji wakes up drenched in cold sweat, greeted by a friendly dog's face like, chill dude. Lying there, he's still trying to figure out where the hell he is. Meanwhile, downstairs, the parents are glued to the news, which just broke the story of another school explosion. Both of them are freaking out, for good reason this time. Kyoto wonders if they should haul Kaido to the hospital, reading his messages. Apparently he came home early and crashed because he felt dizzy. Classic. The dad shrugs off the worry, saying she's probably overreacting and that Kaido's just wiped out. Reassures her he'll bounce back after some solid rest. Meanwhile, Kaido just stares at the ceiling, realizing his head's still foggy and damn, he's been out for half a day. He flashes back to feeling dizzy up on that rooftop, then waking up in his room, wounds already patched up like some lucky damn survivor. He remembers Akatsuki finally swallowing the truth that he's Tuji. Still, he wonders if he flexed enough in this weak-ass body to actually convince that stubborn bastard. That insane rush earlier felt like Akatsuki's emotions were bleeding straight into him. Pretty wild, right? Without that power surge, he probably would have been toast. Still, the mystery of what happened to his real body bugs him. Then bam, his phone rings. It's Yuzua. He snatches up the call and practically yells, asking if she's okay, which catches her off guard. She flips the script, grilling him for ghosting all her messages since morning. He sheepishly apologizes, blaming being knocked out and just thanking the heavens she's safe. She fills him in on the school's roof blowing off in some explosion. Classes canceled for a week, which he feigns total ignorance about. Yuzua's spidey senses tingle, and she asks if he's mixed up in this crap again. Cue the cold sweat pouring down his face. She goes full mom mode, scolding him for always dragging himself into trouble, and asks if he's hurt for real this time, not just sick. Kaido sits up thinking, damn, this girl hasn't lost her edge one bit. He shoots back, asking if she's been in any danger herself. Then he drops the hero card, telling her to chill because, no matter what, he's made up his damn mind to protect her. Yuzua's face turns redder than a ripe tomato, demanding he cut the cheesy hero crap and stop distracting her. While she's still talking, downstairs, Kaido's mom answers the doorbell, but no one's there, just a package chilling on the floor like some shady surprise. Soon after, there's a knock on Kaido's door. His mom checks if he's up and says there's a package waiting for him out in the hallway. Kaido's suspicious AF, he didn't order anything, so what the hell is this? Mom tells him to come down for dinner if he's feeling fine, while Yuzua notices how late it is and says her goodbyes. Kaido picks up the box, weighing it, sniffing around for traps, and nothing. But when he rips it open, his eyes go wide with genuine shock. Inside, he spots his original assassin knife and a card. Damn. He wonders who the hell sent this creepy-ass package to his place. He grabs the card and takes a look. Coordinates, now that's some serious mysterious business, and he vows he's gotta meet whoever sent it no matter what. Our hero wanders the streets of Shinjuku, tailing the coordinates scribbled on that freaky note that came with the knife. He notices the areas close to the station, but the crowd's thinned out like someone hit the eject button. Makes him think maybe the note's sender is hiding out in a spot just like this. He wonders if it's the same person who transplanted his brain, suspecting it's gotta be Kaido. Yeah, talk about a mind bender. Eventually, he rolls up on this sketchy apartment complex and instantly gets the vibe that it's perfect for a hideout. He steps into the lobby, eyes peeled. The place is dead quiet, so he pushes forward, finds an entrance to a basement level and immediately smells the trap, classic move from whoever sent the knife. Finally, he hits the basement parking and opens the door, striding inside, still wondering why the hell he's been dragged here. Suddenly, he barely dodges some sneaky-ass attack. He spots an arrow whizzing right behind him. Damn, talk about close call. Turns to see the crossbow wielder and a female sidekick step out with her dropping this gem, dodging that arrow, no fluke. The real Gungnir said to dodge bullets, no joke. She notes our guy's brains firing on all cylinders. Our dude, clueless, asks if they're the ones who called him here. The crossbow dude shoots back he ain't worthy of answers yet and loads up another arrow. Then smacks the arrow loose, daring him to prove he's the hero by beating them first. Our guy dodges in the nick of freaking time, but then he catches a pair of glowing eyes staring them down from the shadows. The girl whips her elbow around with lethal intent, but the dude smoothly slides out of reach just in time, making her own damn arm smash into a freaking pillar instead. Meanwhile, he quickly sizes up these two, realizing they're about the skill level of a mid-tier lance, and just as she swings again, he bats away her punches, all while noticing they're running the classic old-school playbook, open with crossbow shots, then rush in for some up-close and personal beatdowns. Out of nowhere, the other dude throws a hook from behind, but our guy just spins on a dime and counters with a savage double hit. First, a brutal uppercut to the girl's gut, then a roundhouse kick straight to the dude's chin. The force blasts the girl across the room while the man reels backwards, totally rattled. He's left wondering what kind of hellish power just punched him like a freight train. Before he can even catch his breath, he lunges forward to throw down again. Our guy spots this move coming a mile away, same as last fight's deja vu. Predicts the enemy's gonna start with a 4-hit combo. Kicks off with a left-handed downward slash. So he figures, screw dodging this time, no need to waste energy. Just blocks the first attack dead in its tracks. Then drives a sharp jab right into the bastard's chest. As the brawl heats up, his spatial senses, lightning-fast reflexes, and the ability to predict moves skyrocket, utterly crushing the two assassins. The woman quickly catches on. This isn't some random kid pulling a miracle. Nope, she knows damn well they're getting wrecked by the deadliest assassin among them all, Gungnir. Then the crossbow guy snickers and throws a compliment, saying the hero's got some skill, but now he's done playing around. He shoves his hand into his pocket, only for his partner to shout, telling him to quit because this crap breaks their orders. But the crossbow lunatic yells back, "No way, I'm not ending this after getting my ass kicked like that." Suddenly, a third voice cuts through, ordering him to stop, and a familiar figure strolls into view. He greets our guy Tuji, commenting that the brain transplant went off without a hitch. Our boy instantly recognizes the man as the organization's doc, Kyosuke Tujii, and slaps him with accusations, blaming him for the whole damn brain transplant mess and tying him to the organization. The doc just tells him to chill out. He explains that while he called Tuji here, he wasn't the one who actually did the brain surgery, and he's also quit the Great Will organization. Promises to spill everything about what went down on the day Tuji died. Totally confused, our guy turns to Kuji asking who the hell he is. Kuji says, "I got you, I'll explain everything." Then he drops a bomb that there was an order out to kill him, and the guy who pulled the trigger was none other than his so-called partner, Hayate. Hearing that name, our hero's face flips straight into full rage mode. Next, Tujii lays it out. The order was super top secret, only a handful knew about it, and he was one of the lucky suckers. Says he spilled all the beans, letting Kaido's brain get nicked before the organization could bury it for good. Kaido asks, "So you really sold out the org?" Then presses for info on the other two. Tujii says those two are part of Agros, a special government death squad focused solely on wiping out the Great Will organization. They also go by Argus. And yep, they're the ones who helped transplant Tuji's brain into Kaido's body. Tuji's face darkens, clearly pissed knowing the Japanese government's got its grubby hands all over his brain. Raoul smugly says it's just part of his public servant gig, while Rika politely says she's happy to meet him. She explains the government sees the Great Will organization as their biggest nightmare. Raoul adds they kept Tuji's brain safe because they needed his expertise. Meanwhile, Kaido's brain's spinning trying to digest all this. Tujii says they were tracking the transplant's progress closely, relieved they didn't have to off him. But back then, death looked like the only option. Hearing that, our dude asks if they knew about the assassination attempt. Then they must have seen Mariah was in danger too. He shoots them a bone-chilling glare, so intense even Reika freezes up in fear. Raoul quickly claims total ignorance, saying they weren't even there when it happened. His head starts pounding like a damn jackhammer, and our guy grabs it with one hand, questioning if this weird-ass power that lets him feel killing intent is some messed up side effect of his brain transplant. But before anyone can even spit out an answer, boom, he just crumples to the floor out cold. Everyone else standing there like deer in headlights, clueless about what the hell to do next, while the group's freaking out. Tuji's the only one acting like this creepy power just sparked his curiosity instead of his panic. Meanwhile, back at the Great Will Organization headquarters, Hashima asks Izumi if Akatsuki has sent any updates, and Izumi deadpan says there's been zero contact. Akatsuki's totally ghosted every communication line. Izumi admits Akatsuki was always a pain in the ass to handle, but the 12 divine spears apparently have carte blanche as long as they don't piss off Odin. Hashima then dares to ask if anyone from the Divine 12 can actually be taken down, and Azumi laughs, saying that's the first decent joke he's heard from Hashima. Yeah, right, keep dreaming. He jokes that unless they're facing Gungnir's ghost, there's no freakin' way Akatsuki loses to anyone else. Hashima agrees Gungnir was a beast, but reminds him the dude's long dead, and his corpse was tossed out like trash ages ago. Still, Izumi drops a bomb. Rumor has it Argus might have found some dirt related to that. Both nod in dangerous agreement. If there's a rat among their ranks, they gotta move fast before this shitstorm gets worse. Fueled by pure rage, Hashima declares they'll take out Argus first, then hunt down whatever's sitting on Fenrir's throne. Izumi's all in, no hesitation. Meanwhile, our guy finds himself back in the mind realm, instantly recognizing the creepy place he's been stuck in before. Kaido pops up, explaining this is where their minds fused into one messed up connection. Tuji nods, finally piecing together who Kaido really is. Curious, he asks if this weird mental zone is Kaido's power, and Kaido tells him the real deal is coming, if he learns to trust his instincts. Trust yourself, Kaido says like some guru, and yeah, that's the key to unleashing this power for real. Tuji wakes up feeling that odd deja vu like after his fight with Akatsuki, when he also passed out from a headache and dizziness, only to wake up with Kaido's voice echoing in his head. Sitting close, Tuji informs him they're chilling in one of his secret hideouts, which links directly to that parking garage from earlier, the scene of all this chaos. He says it's been exactly 1 hour and 50 minutes since Tuji collapsed till he finally snapped out of it. Tuji ran some brain scans while our guy was knocked out, confirming neural connections are fine, so no brain meltdown yet. But brain activity, it's freaking off the charts way beyond what's normal. And it spikes even harder when he's throwing punches and getting into fights. According to Tuji, this crazy brain overload is probably why our guy can sense killing intent, like his brain's dialed to 11 and screaming danger. Tuji admits an expert's opinion would be golden, but for now, all signs say this is some seriously dangerous shit. He warns the overload has knocked him into hours-long comas before, and if it keeps getting worse, he's screwed for good. Our hero slowly gets up, gripping his knife, pointing it coolly at Tuji like he's ready to slice some answers out of the guy. He coldly reminds Tuji he's still dodging the damn question from before. He demands to know if Kyujo just let Murai get snatched so he could rope him into whatever sketchy plan they've got. Staying calm, Tuji says he didn't know a damn thing about that, so taking out anger on him is just wasted energy. Then Tuji asks if our guy would have rather died alongside her, breaking the tense silence like some twisted therapist. Suddenly, Rael slams the door open with a kick. His voice cuts in, telling our guy to put the knife down, and with a dead serious glare he mocks him. The Great Will Organization is a world-ending threat, and now some pissed-off ex-member is trying to school us. Yeah, no thanks, asshole. Tuji jumps back in, explaining Argus thinks there are 2 keys to beating the organization. The first is the legendary Gungnir. The second, some sacred artifact called the Seed of Fenrir, which they're guarding like their life depends on it. Hearing this, our hero's mind immediately zeroes in on the time Akatsuki went after Yuzua for exactly this reason. He then asks what they expect him to do next. Rael wastes no time poking again, saying it's nice to finally hear him acting like he might actually cooperate. Tuji assures them he's dead set on taking down the organization, with or without their help. Rael nods in agreement because hey, a common enemy makes for easier trust. With that settled, Tuji lays out the plan. They're gunning for one of the organization's core spots, a place barely anyone knows about but where our guy once worked. It's a secret research lab called Avalon, where they've been messing with forced human evolution. Plus, it's got a special team dedicated to studying that Fenrir seed. If they crack Avalon, they can uncover everything about that treasure. Our guy thinks this might finally lead to the truth about why Yuzua is getting targeted. He tells Tuji to spill all the juicy details of the mission. On the big day, a plane soars high over an unknown place, ready to drop them into chaos. Tuji stands firm beside him, saying if they manage to grab and obliterate the research, it'll be a crushing blow to the organization. The countdown to the raid has begun, and as our guy steels himself for the operation, the clock ticks mercilessly, just 5 minutes left before they dive headfirst into the madness. Only 3 minutes left before the damn chopper lands on the target. Raoul shoots a sideways glance at Tuji, asking if he's feeling scared or just plain screwed. Tuji stays chill and says he feels exactly what Raoul feels. Yeah, very comforting, right? But in his head, he's thinking, finally, the moment he's been dying to see is about to drop. In the ops room, right before shit hits the fan, Tuji breaks down the mission like a pro. He explains the research facilities split into two big chunks, a 20-floor above-ground tower and the creepy underground complex. This place used to be an assassin training camp, but now it's a freaky lab cooking up mutant killers with gene hacking. Ryuka pipes up, calling it out, basically a monster factory turning normal folks into bio-freaks. Yeah, no sugarcoating that. Back to Tuji, he points out that their main mark is chilling on the third underground floor. That's where the jackpot data is stashed, crucial stuff on something called the Fenrir seed. Sounds fancy and sketchy as hell. Raoul then lays down the mission, snag the data, and if they're feeling spicy, torch the whole damn place. Two teams, one's the decoy messing with security, the other sneaks inside like ghosts. Avalon's a super classified dump, but it ain't a hardened military fortress. Still, no blueprints make breaking in a pain in the ass. Tuji raises his hand, volunteering for the creepy sneaky part himself. Brave or just dumb? Raoul smirks like he's known the script all along, hinting Tuji's survival till now has some damn purpose. Our man's life is on the chopping block for world peace, he jokes with that smug grin. Plus, Raoul lets it drop that he's rolling inside with Tuji, so they better learn to play nice. With 90 seconds on the clock, Raoul and Ryuka crank up their final orders. Raoul tells everyone to hold their ground, while Ryuka splits the squad 10 to the rooftop, 10 to the main gate. Their job, make enough noise to turn heads, giving Tuji and Raoul a slim chance to slip in during the chaos. Tuji promises they won't screw it up, and Raoul says the entry point's the south side. Cool story, bro. The ramp drops, and Raoul complains he can't see Jack through the thick fog. But our main dude claims he feels Avalon breathing right under them, landing zone incoming. Tuji turns to Raoul, shouting he's done playing Gungnir, now he's Kaido Tujiwara. Yeah, name drops in the middle of a mission, very subtle. Bam, the op kicks off, and everyone starts jumping out the plane. Tuji flies through the air like a pro stuntman. Raoul yells he's going way too fast, like loser chill. But Tuji ignores it, thinking this place is where the big bad guys train their assassins. Here's where he'll finally figure out why Yuzua's on death row. They hit the parachute drop zone. Everyone opens chutes and lands without turning into pancake popsicles. Raoul's pissed because he thought Tuji was goners, but no, turns out stunt jumps are his warm-up. Annoyed by Raoul's nagging, Tuji snaps at him to hide his chute before some nosy asshole spots it. Hiding in bushes, scouting like pros, Raoul says smooth sailing so far, just like Kuji promised. Southern entrance should be easy pickings. He tells Tuji to open the damn shutter. Suddenly, boom, explosion on the rooftop above. Ryuka's voice reports the plans in full swing, diversion squads causing mayhem. She orders Tuji and Raoul to dive into the infiltration right now. Raoul's cracking open the shutter. Tuji stands, thinking finally it's really go time. Raoul tells him to lead, he'll tail behind. Sirens start blaring. The facility pipes up with an emergency broadcast. Something suspicious going on. Security scrambles to rooftop and gate. Researchers panic, wondering who the hell is attacking their precious org. As all the guards scatter, Tuji and Raoul slip through the halls. Raoul's impressed with Ryuka's squad causing a ruckus, but it's eerily quiet inside, like the calm before the storm, or just plain suspicious. Out of nowhere, Tuji spots 4 enemies creeping up. He ducks to a corner quickly, and then launches the first strike. First dude gets punched so hard he probably forgot his own name. The others start firing, but Tuji's too fast for their dumbass moves. One punch later, they're all out cold. Seriously, he made that knife dance like a savage. Raoul's shook, wondering how much this guy was holding back there. He asks how the hell Tuji can go full beast mode now after playing chill earlier. Tuji tells him the stairs are right ahead, better haul ass. Watching all this on screen, Izumo says these 2-man infiltrators are monsters crushing enhanced assassins like it's no big deal. Meanwhile, Omega's drooling, calling these guys delicious. Yeah, creepy AF. He asks Izumo if he can run wild after wiping them both out. Wanting freedom like the rest of us peasants, Izumo grins and says his job from Odin is to guard Avalon at all costs. Says if Omega pulls this off, he gets a shiny new title, not just any lance, but one of the sacred 12 divine spears. No pressure, right? Omega's hyped. Finally, his freaky powers get out of the lab and into the wild. Bonus, he's allowed to kill humans now. Score 1 for the bad guys. Meanwhile, Raoul tells Tuji to move. The enemy's closing in, but our guy just stands there frozen like wallpaper. Tuji finally explains this hellhole is made to create killers like him through messed up experiments. So he's about to say, Screw their twisted ideology and show them what a real badass looks like.